So yeah, this has not been good for Unrivaled. This has really not been good for Unrivaled. Due to lingering injuries and to prioritize player well-being for regular season games, Unrivaled we combined the two first-round sessions for the 1v1 tournament presented by Sprite into one session. The first round we played from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, airing on TNT, True TV, and Max. Fans who purchased tickets to the first session will be refunded. Imagine purchasing tickets to the first session. Imagine flying to Miami to watch this, purchasing tickets to the first section and not being able to see the 1v1 tournament. But these are the games that are happening. Fee versus Katie Lou. Chelsea Gray, Shakira Austin. Kat Copper versus Aaliyah Boston. Ryan Howard versus Lexi Hull. Skylar Diggins versus Hamby. Alicia Gray versus Jordan Canada. Jackie Young versus Kia Jackson. I cannot believe Jackie Young's playing. It looked like, I thought she might have tore her freaking ACL the last time she played. That injury looked bad. And like, you can't say it didn't look bad. Stewie versus Aaliyah Edwards again. But let's take a look at this right here. Let's take a look at the draw. So again, obviously Natasha Cloud for the Phantom is out. Alyssa Thomas for the Laces is out. Tiffany Hayes is out. Marina Mabry is out. Kay Martin is out. Brittany Sykes is out. And Kayla McBride is out. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 players injured. There are 30 players in this competition. 7 of 30 are injured. Nearly a quarter of all players in the 1v1 competition are injured. It's not good. It's not good for the dub. It's not good for Unrivaled. It's really not good. Like having so many people. And not only that, it's big names like Marina Mabry, Kate Martin, Alyssa Thomas. Like Tiffany Hayes has been hooping, but not that big a name. Like there's a game that just doesn't happen. Like Breanna Stewart wins her first round, she goes into the quarterfinals. There's a game that's literally just not happening. Like this is technically a second round game. Like obviously Enrique gets her bye here. Satu goes straight into the second round. So does Dijonay. Dijonay gets a bye as the freaking 7th seed. And Dijonay might go and make it all the way to the quarter. Dijonay might mess about and make it to the semi-finals in this section, to be honest. Like Ray Burrell goes into the second round. No. Natasha Cloud. And then obviously Tiffany Hayes is out. So Courtney Williams goes in. It's just an all around. It's just not. It's a disaster. There's no other way to describe it. It's a disaster. Like who you think is going to win? Fee, screen point guard for the 6th best point guard in the W. And what happened to Katie, Tasha, or Kate, Kayla, and Tash? Did I miss something? Natasha Cloud's been kind of on and off with an injury. Kate Martin, I have no idea. And same with Kayla McBride. Prediction is everyone on the left side will win their matchups. It's just awful. It's an all-around awful situation. And you're looking now and you're seeing more and more and more and more and more injuries. And obviously some of the session they were going to being cancelled. That's a disaster. Imagine flying to Miami if you're not in Miami. The way the games are officiated, I don't think so. It's the format. It is the format. Like you cannot go hard for as long as they are in full court 3-on-3. I understand the games are shortened. They're also playing in back-to-backs. It is going to cause leg injuries. This format's going to cause leg injuries. I don't know how bad. I wonder how bad Marina Mabry and Alyssa Thomas's injuries are. Because Marina Mabry hasn't played at all. And like if I'm not mistaken, Marina Mabry was meant to be out for, was it 2 weeks? But like it doesn't look like there's any sign of her coming back anytime soon. And then with Alyssa Thomas, no one's heard anything. Literally no one's heard anything from her knee injury. Like imagine if she ends up being out for a while. Like what's going to happen? Like we've seen it in AU. Jordan Horson's already tore her ACL. And this format, in fairness, lends to more, like will cause more injuries. There will be more injuries in this format than in the AU format because at least that's 5v5. So there's going to be a ton of injuries and people are just kind of brushing it off like it's nothing. Like, oh yeah, this is just Unrivaled. Like, the amount of times people are saying, I've seen the amount of comments, people are like, oh, the players are having fun, so that's the most important thing. And I'm like, man, this league's going to die in 3 years. Like, there are people treating this league like it's we got the money, let's spend all this money on players, let's give everything, and then in 3 years' time, oh, what the hell, that's it. It's like, it doesn't seem like from the perspective of the old fans that there's any, like, want to make this league succeed long term. And I think they had a lot of good ideas, but there should have been somebody in the room to tell them why this wouldn't work or the drawbacks. Like, everything was just, oh, this is what we're doing this, we're trying to do this, because I'm guessing when 3v3 was this, like, popular, trendy thing back in the day, back 2 or 3 years ago when probably conversation started for this, they decided on that. But, or maybe they thought, oh, we can have less players. But, like, imagine what would have happened if they had stuck with the 30. Like, when they added 6 more players. Imagine if they had stuck with the 30 players and these injuries were happening. Half the games would be cancelled. Literally half the games would be cancelled. It's like, to say Unrivaled's in a rough position is wrong, because the positives with their current TV deal, the positives with their investment is they have 3 years to get it right. But the on-the-court product, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, they got it wrong this year. We're not like talking about, you cannot argue they got it right because, I don't know, people are saying, oh, they got it right. Look at the facilities for the players and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, they made it a good time for the players. Cool. That is not the most important thing about this league, long-term success. Because if the money's there, the players will want to play. And the problem is the money is not going to be there. It's just not. They have 2 more years to get this right. And if they don't get it right next year, almost certainly you're going to see... if they don't get it right next year, you're almost certainly going to see the final year just be the last year of Unrivaled. If they don't get it right next year, they're not going to get any investment into that final year. And unfortunately, to make the league better, they're going to need more investment. They got hundreds of millions of dollars, but they put that towards the facilities. They put that towards all the daycare. They put that towards all the other things. But it's hard to get players. It's going to be hard to get players to not play overseas because of the amount of money they're making. It's going to be hard to get these players into Unrivaled, and it's going to have to go 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 very, very quickly. Otherwise, I think we're seeing everything that could go wrong with Unrivaled has gone wrong on the court. Even though we've seen some good games, with the injuries, with the formats, with the website still not having individual player stats, I think everything that could have gone wrong with Unrivaled has gone wrong. Thankfully, Fee's team are dominating, and there's been a bit of good basketball. But as a whole, as a totality, yeah, I'm not going to say the league's been running smoothly at all.